Can you believe that home sales on the North Shore of Oahu were up 250% this past month? This is David Buck with Harcourts Island Real Estate, and today we're going to talk about the local market update for homes on Oahu and condos for December of 2025. And as we started this off, yes, the single family home sales on the North Shore had the largest increase in numbers of deals taking place. That went from 2 to 7 year over year. And meanwhile, across the board on the island, the single family home market was quite healthy in the sense that of the 21 major neighborhoods that the Honolulu Board of Realtors tracks, home sales were up in 11 of those 21. They were flat in five, and then they were down in five. The condo market's going to paint a little bit different story, but we're going to get into that in a little bit. Next up, we're going to talk about which neighborhood on Oahu saw the largest appreciation in home value. Well, we just wrapped up the Sony Open on Oahu. I did a little video about that. There's not much inventory, actually zero inventory on the golf course at Waialae Country Club or in Waialae Golf Course, which there typically is this time of year. There's just nothing for sale. However, with that said, it's showing that Waialae to Kahala saw the largest appreciation year over year due to that lack of inventory. And that was going from 1,790,000 a year ago to 3.2 million and change. It was basically 3,217,788. That was the median sales price for December in Waialae to Kahala. Now, keep in mind, that's not just Kahala or Waialae Golf Course per se. That includes areas like Waialae Nui Ridge, Waialae Iki, and this time last year, there's just a couple of trades that took place in that lower price point. Hence, the largest appreciation was in Waialae Kahala, which is an 80% increase year over year from December of 2024 to December of 2025. Now let's dive into the condos. Waialae to Kahala also saw the largest increase in condo sales year over year, which is up 167%. That was going from 3 transactions a year ago to 8 this past month. So the overall market in Waialae Kahala is quite healthy. Will this be a sign of things to come? Typically in real estate cycles here on Oahu, Waialae, Kahala, Diamond Head typically sees the first eek of appreciation first, and then the rest of the island typically follows. But we follow history. Let's see what the future holds. But next, we're going to dive into our final category of December of 2025, which was condo appreciation here on Oahu. Now, the Windward Coast of Oahu saw the largest condo appreciation year over year from December of 24 till this past month. It was actually up 22%. That was going from $230,000 a year ago to $281,000 this past month. Now, you might ask yourself, can you actually get a condo on Oahu in that price range? Well, obviously, yes, you can. It just depends, quote unquote. But probably what happened here, there's a lot of deals that were taking place in a building called Hano Hale in Punaluu, or perhaps Pat's at Punaluu, which I've got in the backdrop here. Both those projects have had a lot of growing pains in a sense with assessments and projects, but they're starting to rebound now on prices a little bit. So there may be a buying opportunity there. But as we talk about in all these segments and every month when I do these local market reports, every neighborhood on Oahu is different. Every condo building on Oahu is different. There's some condos that are going up in value. Meanwhile, there's others that are going down in value and some significant. There's some buildings you could buy in today for cheaper than you could 10 years ago, for instance. So yeah, every aspect of our market is constantly in flux. And as far as the overall condo market goes, there are only 7 of the major 21 neighborhoods that the Honolulu Board of Realtors reports on that were up year over year. They were flat in 3, and then they were down in 11. So once again, it painted a different picture than what we talked about earlier as far as the single family homes go. So I hope that's a lot to take in. But once again, if you have any questions about real estate here on Oahu, I'm here to help. My name is David Buck, principal broker here at Harcourts Island Real Estate. I can be reached at 808-371-3509. Mahalo.